Welcome to this week's Property Elite podcast. Stay tuned each week for industry hot topics, market updates, and new RICS guidance. The RICS APC assessment window is a period of intense pressure and rapid-fire questioning as candidates undertake e-mock interviews and practice their interview responses. In a recent speed mentoring session hosted by RICS Matrics London, newly qualified surveyors joined Property Elite's David Reynolds to provide a blueprint for candidates aiming for chartership in 2026. The session moved beyond basic tips to provide in-depth insights into the mechanics of the RICS APC final assessment. The 50-minute sprint. While the assessment is an hour long, the panel reminded candidates that the questioning phase is actually only 50 minutes once the 10-minute presentation is completed. In that time, a candidate can expect between 60 and 80 questions. This requires a fast-fire response style and being punchy, direct, and avoiding unnecessary preamble. Being able to think on your feet is a key skill to practice. Mastering the ethics section. Ethics, rules of conduct, and professional practice is the only competency where a serious error can lead to an automatic referral. One of the panel members shared that ethics questioning is often hypothetical and situational. If an assessor provides a scenario that seems to lack detail, the best approach is to provide structured advice based on different assumptions. For example, if the situation is A, I would advise X. If it is B, I would advise Y. The other panel members then reminded candidates to be aware of the various RICS decision trees, specifically the ethics decision tree and the CPD decision tree. Assessors often ask candidates to name a specific question from these to verify their actual familiarity with the guidance. Navigating technical curveballs. What do you do when you don't know the answer? The mentors were clear: never guess. The panel suggested the safe pair of hands approach. If you are stuck, acknowledge the question and explain that you would consult the relevant guidance, an experienced colleague, or an external specialist. This demonstrates that you know where to find the right information and would not provide negligent advice to a client. 2026 hot topics. What to watch. Candidates must be aware of the current industry landscape. The panel identified several key areas for 2026. Sustainability and ESG, a focus across all pathways, including new RICS guidance and the cost of compliance. Market volatility. Quantity surveying and construction candidates must understand how global conflicts and economic conditions can affect estimates and risk management. Legislative reforms. Commercial surveyors should be prepared for questions on leasehold reform and the Landlord and Tenant Act 1954 consultation. And artificial intelligence. RICS's recent professional standard relating to AI is a must-read for candidates on all pathways. Final words of wisdom. David Reynolds concluded the session with a vital reminder. The interview is about you. Use I instead of we to ensure the assessors can clearly identify your personal contribution and competence. Preparation is everything. If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. Thanks for listening to this week's Property Elite podcast. Head to our website to check out the full blog, and here you will find free and paid support resources and services. We offer a free consultation for every single RICS APC and Associate RICS candidate, or you can ask us any questions you have via the online chat. See you next week.